Good morning! This morning we're going to do biscuits and gravy. Gravy will be on a second video. I'm actually going to measure some stuff so you can get a better idea. Aren't you proud of me? Okay, so in the Ninja I have 2 cups of self-rising flour. Self-rising is different than all-purpose, trust me. Self-rising flour. So I put that in there, I put a stick of butter in here, and then I Ninja'd it. Alright, I've already done that before. So the butter is all, you can't even tell it's in there really. Food processor will do it, a blender may do it. I don't know, if you have to get your hands in there, get your hands in there and get it just as small as you can get it. Alright, so I'm going to add, don't you like how I'll set that in there? I set that in there because if there's any overflow, it'll not get on my counter. Because you know I'm all about keeping the messes down. Alright, I'm going to put 2 more cups of flour in there. So then I'm going to mix it all up. Ooh, I'm going to put a little salt in there. Don't follow me over here. Oh. Hey, you like my shirt today? I'm adorable. My husband says so. Alright, we're going to put a little salt. I know I didn't measure that, but not quite a tablespoon in there. Alright, we're going to mix that all up. Before I get to this next step, I'm going to put some foil down here because it just contains the mess, hopefully. Alright, and I'm using cast iron again, this time my little square one. Cast iron makes biscuits really good and cornbread because it puts like a crusty crust on the bottom. So I'm going to pour some vegetable oil in here. Oh, maybe 1/4 of a cup. Not real deep, but deep enough. Okay, on this foil, we're going to sprinkle a little bit more flour so we're ready for the dough. Alright, back to the dough. Buttermilk. If you don't have buttermilk, put some regular milk in a cup or 2 and put, in this size cup, I would put like a teaspoon or 2 of white vinegar. Just let it sit on the counter for a minute. You'll have buttermilk. Buttermilk makes them better. So I'm going to pour, just got to measure right. Alright, let me fill this cup up so we'll know. Alright, so I'm going to pour a cup of buttermilk in here to get it started. Alright, it's still dry. Biscuit dough is a little wet. We'll pour the other cup in there. Still going to need more, I can tell, because you can see it's still kind of dry. Alright. So let's fill this up again. So far we have 4 cups of self-rising flour. That's 2 more cups of buttermilk. We have 4 cups of self-rising flour split. The first 2 cups go in your Ninja or your food processor with a stick of butter, and just zip that until the butter's like all just, you know, dispersed. Alright, so this is looking good. It's really sticky like that. This one might be a little bit too sticky. I'm just going to sprinkle, just sprinkle, not even 1/4 of a cup of flour on there. Give it another mix. Alright, that's good. It's kind of coming together, kind of pulling away from the sides. So you'll have that. Alright, over here, we'll spread out the flour that we put down. You can use parchment paper, gift wrap paper, newspaper. I wouldn't advise that. Brown paper bag, you know, whatever you have. Or you can put it on your counter if you feel like cleaning that all up. But sprinkle a little bit more on top of that, just so you can, kind of pat it down without getting the dough all over yourself. You want the dough, it's really soft and sticky. Some people need their biscuit dough. I do not. I need a little bit more flour over here. You want the edges, oh, that was too much. You want the edges, so you can touch them and not take away any dough in your hand. Alright, I have a biscuit cutter. That's handy to anything. If you don't have a biscuit cutter, use a cup or a glass or, whatever. You can also take, a big knife and like cut it in squares if you want to. We like round biscuits. So get your, whatever you're cutting them with, flour the edge a little bit because it'll stick. So there's a biscuit. This is, Scott, how deep would you say that is?
Inch and a half.
Inch and a half? That?
Oh, okay. 3/4 of an inch.
It comes right past my first knuckle, whatever that is. So, I don't know, an inch and a little bit. So we'll just go with an inch. Your thing's going to get sticky, whatever you're using, so just keep rolling it in dough. Put your biscuits, kind of pull them out to the side. That's just what I do. Get them out of my way. There I go with that thing again. I'm trying to get better at that. It's not working, evidently. If you have little pieces left over like this, you can squish them all into another biscuit if you want to, but usually I don't have to. Alright, so you take the biscuit very gently and lay it in the pan and then flip it. You want oil on the top. You can use butter if you want to, but I'm thinking they have a stick of butter. You got to do this really gently because this dough is really tender. West Virginia girl says, too much. So be very careful on this part. And if you mess it up, just squish it back into a circle. Alright, you want them touching, but, not crammed up in there, because they're going to grow. Okay, my oven is on 425. I've been heating it. The last couple are a big challenge, because there's not much room to flip them. Usually I can get 9 in this pan, but I'm going to get 8, and that's enough because there's only 4 people here today. Max has one of his posse upstairs, and I know he likes biscuits and gravy. So this is why I tell you I have leftover. I know I hate wasting food, but it just is what it is. This is why I tell you to put something down, because you can wrap up all this mess and throw it away and you're done. So we're going to put these biscuits in the oven at 425 for about 20 minutes. So in the meantime, I'm going to do the sausage gravy on another video, and by then the biscuits will be done and you can see the finished product. Okay, so come back and see me. Like, subscribe, share, show me some love.